Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sandeep Sharma and we have Dr. Mohnish with us today. Dr. Mohnish has got a rank of 21 in Neet Super Speciality Pediatrics part. So Dr. Mohnish, first of all, congratulations and I welcome you to this interview.
Hi sir, thanks for such a nice very intro. Thank you sir.
So Dr. Mohnish, tell us something about you, what place you belong to and where you did your UG and PG from.
Sir, I'm basically from Chennai. I did my undergraduate from the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University and completed my MD from Bangalore Medical College, and this is my second attempt.
Okay. So since you said this is your second attempt, so how was the paper different from the previous paper which you had given?
Yes, sir. Last time the paper was little bit on the easier side, sir. There were lots of one-liners were there, but this time the paper was little tricky. I can't say it is very hard, but it is very tricky and it was time-consuming, sir. We need mock exams to crack this one. If you are very thorough in our basics, and we can definitely, if we can manage our time, it's a doable paper for this time.
Great. So when did you seriously start preparing for Neet SS exam? Like when did you realize?
Actually,
okay,
I was preparing from the last year, sir. I was taking notes from Nelson after my graduation. Only I started preparing. I was taking notes from Nelson, and the serious preparation for this year started three to 4 months back only, sir.
Okay. And what all resources did you use for your preparation?
During my graduations, I stick on to the basic Nelson for my theory. I used to take some notes, and I was little interested in the quiz programs and taking classes to the juniors. The interns were posted with me. I used to discuss MCQs with them who were preparing for NEET. So that helped me to take the high yielding points from the Nelson. After taking the notes from the Nelson, I subscribed to the PrepLadder, but it was very late. I opened it later. My strategy was like I completed the system-based question bank from the PrepLadder, took notes from the topics, and retrospectively went back to Nelson to see where I was missing the topics. And the Nelson and the PrepLadder notes was very helpful for me during my preparation.
Okay, nice. So I think Nelson is the key. Without Nelson, I don't think anybody can think about any other textbook or references. Also, you used review articles, or it was Nelson was sufficient for your preparation.
For NEET exam, Nelson was more than enough. So Nelson along with mock exams is enough. But for INA, when we specifically go for a particular subspecialty, we need to give more importance to some reference book and also some recent articles, especially the biostatistics part and pulmonary graphics, the ventilator graphics. We need to have a little bit more oriented towards that.
Yes. I absolutely agree that in a INISS exam, there is always a subspecialty based paper. And so a lot of that particular specialty book, additionally, retrospectively needs to be read from at least from important topics. So Dr. Mohnish, like what the areas in the exam you found easy and suppose if you have to sit again in the exam, obviously you'll not be. So what all things you would do which you thought that they were inadequate this time around? Like if you have to, sit again, what all deficiencies you would work upon?
I felt the topics from the clinical point of view were a little bit tricky, sir. Previously, the questions were like straightforward. There will be a clinical scenario. They will ask what is the diagnosis. But this time, we know the diagnosis, but they were asking the true or false statements about the diagnosis and some atypical options were there. It was a little tricky. I think time management will be the key for the next time, sir.
Yes, absolutely. So, Dr. Mohnish, what is a lot of people have not done as expected. So, what is your advice to them? So, some of them will be targeting the INISS in about 2 to 3 months, and some of them will be sitting for 2023 NEET SS. So, what is your advice to them?
During the residency period, you better always stick on to the clinical approaches and hands-on and keep Nelson as your theory book preparation. Take your notes and take your time. After your residency, you focus on MCQs. Solving MCQs, the last time the mistake I did was I was concentrating more on the theory parts and the numerical parts, which I was not able to do much of mock MCQs. That was the thing I lacked last time. So this time the mock exams and particularly the PrepLadder grand exam, the timing of the exam was so perfect that I was able to correct my mistakes and there was a time before the real exam. Apart from all the preparations, the one thing I wish to communicate is that during the exam day, don't lose your attention, because what the problem is like from starting from the first MCQ to the last MCQ, then you will come across some difficult MCQs in the starting time itself. If you lose your focus that time, if you become tense, you will unnecessarily waste the time. So always stay positive and trust your intuitions and take some calculated risk at the end.
The same point has been made by two other rankers also, that the initial part of the exam was a bit more tricky and there was a lapse of concentration, but they quickly recovered back from that. A whole chunk of students might not have been so lucky to hold their nerve. So if you start giving an exam, always hold your nerve. If there is a difficult question, the easy part will also come. So, Dr. Mohnish, what was your attempt and what was the eventual score you get?
This time is my second attempt, sir. Last time my rank was around 235. This
Okay.
time my score was around 422, sir. So I got ranked
422 out of 600.
422 out of 600.
Okay. And how many questions did you attempt?
I attempted 143, sir.
143 out of 6, out of 150.
Out of 150.
Out of 150. Great, great, great. So I think you're a very sorted out kind of guy. And what are you going to take up now?
So presently, I'm interested in pediatric neurology.
Okay.
I have to finalize the topics because I have to decide about other things like locality, stipend, and bond. So I'm waiting for the seat matrix.
Okay, okay. So only after seat matrix you will be deciding, right?
Yes.
Yes. So whatever you decide, do let us know and do stay in touch. It was wonderful talking with you. Thank you for your time. And in the end, do you wish to dedicate this success to someone? Give a shout out to someone special?
First of all, thanks for you, sir, for your motivational videos at the last minute and the important topics to be prepared. And I thank the PrepLadder team. My special thanks will be to my parents and my wife, Dr. Geeta Anjali, and my in-laws, because July mid only I was blessed with a baby, sir. So I was at a difficult time in managing the personal and the work life.
Great.
So yes, sir. Thank you. They motivated me
once
and
again.
encouraged me.
Congratulations
Thanks
once again. I think with God's grace, this is the best part of your life right now.
Yes.
So I won't
Definitely.
take much of your time. Wishing you, the baby, the family, best wishes. Wish the baby the best of the health, and all the best for your future. And God bless you.
Thanks a lot, sir. Best wishes for all the exam goers. Thank you.